So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. So, I am grateful that you are here today for the new learning experience. I am thankful that you are willing and open to learn new information. So, I would like to start this program through this session through a prayer followed by national anthem. Alpa. So, this is the house rules. For more efficient use of energy and data, the participants can turn off their mic and camera. Questions and clarifications will be entertained after the activity. The participants may turn on their mic or use the chat box. The facilitator will cue if you are recognized. And lastly, treat everyone like how you would like to be treated. So for the icebreaker, this game is called Word List Recall. So prepare a pen and pencil, a blank sheet of paper. Hello? Kailangan na siya. Higap kasi putol ko. So for this activity, you should be participative and please do not cheat and enjoy the activity. So this is the mechanics. You will see 15 random words that will be displayed on the screen in a couple of seconds. You should read each word and try to gets bang instruction. So keep the pen and paper handy as it will be used later after the presentation of the words. So you write down as many words as you can remember. The total number of words that you remembered has an equivalent level of your memory retention. Me, use, beef, bedroom, bubble, interest, finger, room, death, chill. Okay na ba? Biponggol. Okay, stop na ha. So, so this is the list of words. Pwede nyo ba i-count kung pila ka words ang nasulat nyo nga diri sa sa box? Paki-count lang. So, mag-start ko kayo. Pila ka words ang nasulat mo, ang na-remember mo yo? Apat. Kay Liza. Sorry. Phone lang gamit ko. Oo, kay Divine. 10. Kay Monica. 5. Okay. So, score interpretation. So, sa nakascore 4 and below, low memory recall, average recall of 80-year-old and up. Sa mga nakascore ng 7, average recall of adolescents. Sa 8 and above, you have high memory recall. So again, good evening. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all for today's activity. I am Kaye Marie Darisay, your facilitator for today's activity. So I hope everyone will cooperate and have fun uh, in this session. So for the main activity, so this game is called Memory Game. Mechanics. Memory Train is a memory game played by repeating the statement said by previous player. Memory Train is a memory game played by repeating the statement said by the previous player and adding another word to it. So, for the game to flow smoothly, facilitator will assign every participant by number. So the game begins with the facilitator declaring a theme, an animal, for example. Putol-putol, hindi maanong audio. Feeling ko putol-putol gid ba, wala signal. Are, sa instruction, basahon ko ang instruction ha. For the game to flow smoothly, facilitator will assign every participant by number. So, mag-select ko karon sang player 1, player 2, and so on. The game begins with the facilitator declaring a theme, an animal, for example. So next is the player would state, I am going to the zoo and I see for example, I see a lion. So ang next player magsabi siya ng I am going to the zoo and I see a lion and a tiger. Gets nyo? Hello? So, and the next player will repeat the statement and add another animal to the statement. The game continues with every player repeating the previous animals and adding another. If a player makes a mistake in the sequence or forgets an animal, they are eliminated. The winner is the player who is able to repeat the longest phrase. Nagets ba ang game? Or interpretation. So, ang first player kay si Liza. Next, ikaw. Then si Monica. Then si Divine. Okay na ba? Ah, hobbies. Go, Liza. Wala abi signal. Opo. Next. Next player, si Divine. Market. Oo. Hindi magisugid. Mali. I went to mali. Dapat same sentence. Continue mo lang. Add mo siyang another fruit. Opo. Mali. Banana, mango, and pineapple. Wala ka. Opo. Ikaw bahala. Oh, okay to. Sige, next. Eliminated na si Yuki. At Vietnam, Palawan, Manila, Zamboanga, Pigkawayan. Next naman, si Divine mag-start. Next, si Fu. Next. Right. Next. Sure ni nga, wala ni cheat ha. Huwag gisulat. Bantayan kaya. Mali. Wala bread. Nalimtan lang bread. Wrong. Ano daw kay si Divine? Diba? So, processing question. So, how was the activity? So, what was the most challenging part of the activity and why? Okay. What did you learn from this activity? Oo. So, last question. Why does it matter to you or anyone else that you did this project or activity? Why does it matter to you or anyone else that you did this activity? Why does it matter to you or anyone else that you did this activity? Number four question. O sige. Sige, thank you. Another answer. Sige, thank you. Sige. May aral ka. Ikaw, try. Sige, thank you. Mag-proceed na ko sa lecture. So, what are the benefits you get in memory training? So, our memories are an integral part of who we are. It is something we use every day, and it makes our lives a lot easier. But if we do not quite using our memory, this will lead to slow certain cognitive processes, and it is harder to learn new things quickly. Memory retention, the ability to remember or recall information over a period of time. So, ang activity ta is all about ano, memory retention and recalling of information. Having a strong memory retention means that we can easily put knowledge to use without occupying or overloading working memory. Since background knowledge will be readily available. A lot of things that weakens our memory aside from getting old, like smoking, lack of sleep, stress and anxiety, alcohol abuse, and etc. So, to help our memory to be healthy, we must consider a lot of things such as physical exercise or proper or eat proper food for your memory, enough sleep, and exercise your cognitive skills by playing brain games such as crosswords, word recall, and more. While learning, you're also having fun. So, example yung games natin kanina. Memory retention and recall. So, what is forgetting? So, what does it mean to forget? Sino may idea kung ano ang meaning ng word na forget? Any idea lang without looking at definition. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, thank you. May example pa. So, forgetting is the loss or change in information that was previously stored in short-term or long-term memory. It can occur suddenly or it can occur gradually as old memories are lost. So, while it is usually normal, excessive or unusual forgetting might be a cause, might be a sign of more serious problem. So, normal lang na ano ka na hindi ka ma-remember but unusual forgetting might sign of a more serious problem. The inability to retrieve a memory is one of the most common causes of forgetting. So why do we often unable to retrieve information from memory? So one possible explanation of retrieval failure is known as decay theory. So according to decay theory, a memory trace is created every time a new theory is formed, a new memory is formed. So decay theory suggests that over time, these memory traces begin to fade and disappear. So if the information is not retrieved and rehearsed, it will eventually be lost. For example, dun sa activity natin, since wala kayong time na i-rehearse yung yung sentences, yung words. So there are some of you na nakalimutan yung next na words na words. So how long do memory last? Some memories are very brief, just a seconds long, and allow us to take in sensory information about the worlds around us. The short-term memories are a bit longer, last about 20 to 30 seconds. So, ang short-term memory, 20 to 30 seconds lang siya nagalast. These memories mostly consist of the information we currently focusing and thinking about. So finally, some memories are capable of enduring much longer, lasting days, weeks, months, or even decades. So most of these long-term memories lie outside of our immediate awareness, but we can draw them into conscious then when they are needed. So stage model of memory. Sensory sensory memory. The sensory memory is the earliest stage of memory. So during this stage, sensory information from the environment is stored for a very brief period of time, generally for no longer than a half second for visual information. and 3 or 4 seconds for auditory information. We attended to only certain aspects of the sensory, allowing some of this information to pass in the next stage. Next is short-term memory. The short-term memory, also known as an active memory, is the information we are currently aware or thinking about. So in Freudian psychology, this memory would be referred to as conscious mind. You are aware. So paying attention to sensory memories generates information in short-term memory, while many of our short-term memories are quickly forgotten. So attending to this information allows it to continue to the next stage. Long-term, which is long-term memory. Most common information stored in active memory will be kept for approximately 20 to 30 seconds. The short-term memory is often used interchangeably with working memory. This refers to the process that are used to temporarily store, organize, and manipulate information. Next is long-term memory, refers to continuing stage storage of information. So in Freudian psychology, long-term memory would be called preconscious and unconscious. So this information is largely outside of our awareness, but can be called into working memory to be used when needed. So this long-term memory, ito yung dito natin kinukuha. For example, nag-study ka for exam, month before ng exam. Of course, yung information na yon is masustore siya sa long-term memory. Pero, pag nag-study ka a day before the exam, usually, hindi mo mapass yung examination because hindi na, hindi siya dumaan sa rehearsal. So, hindi mo siya ma-recall during the exam. And of course, would result to failure. Losing memory. So why do we forget? So there are four basic explanation why forgetting occurs. Sometimes, so the first one is failure to store. So sometimes information is simply lost from memory, and in another cases it was never stored correctly. Next is interference. Sometimes memory compete with another, making it difficult to remember certain information. For example, uh, yung new number mo tapos old number, sometimes hindi mo na ma-remember yung old number mo because of the new information, which is yung bagong number mo. Nagets ba? Hello? Last na lang eh. Wala na nagulog. Kaluoy man yung participant ko ba? Kaludanta lang ka mo ah. Next is motivated forgetting. So people actively try to forget things. So daw gituyo mo siya nga hindi ma-remember. Next is retrieval failure. So sa wrap up activities. So sino mag-volunteer, mag-give ng 10 points about the information they just have learned relating an idea to a specific finger will help recall at a later time. Words lang. 10 words nga na-remember nyo sa lesson. Liza? Sige. Sige. Sige, shooting.